We are thrilled to have the new coach of the Utah Royals FC here in the KSL studios, Amy Rodriguez, of course, a very familiar face, a former Utah Royals player. We are so thrilled to have you back. Thrilled to have the Royals back. Can't wait for 2024. I'm sure you can't either.
I am right there with you. This is an amazing opportunity, and I cannot wait to be back in this community with these people, with this city.
Why was this opportunity the right one for you?
It was a challenging decision, I'm not going to lie, to take a jump into a head coaching role of the NWSL, the premier women's soccer league in the world. The task is daunting for sure, but I love a good challenge. I was always a competitive player, and I plan to be a very competitive coach.
You've been coaching at USC as an assistant coach, your alma mater, where you won a national championship. What have you learned in that role as an assistant coach that has prepared you for this opportunity?
Well, I think I learned that each one of my players is so different, and it takes a different type of coaching to really meet the needs and get the most out of my players. So for me, it's turning my players into the best version of themselves. I think that will continue over from my college coaching career to here.
Now you've had an opportunity to get familiar with ownership here, the new organization. How is it different than the old organization? What is it that stands out to you about this group that you wanted to be a part of?
I think the biggest thing for me was when on the phone they told me they are all about the empowerment and development of women. I didn't necessarily feel like I was ready to jump in this role, but Utah Royals called me and told me that they believed in me, and essentially it made me believe in me. And I think that empowerment, they're invested in my development as a coach, my career, that just got me excited. So I'm really proud to be a part of this.
You are a part of Utah in this community before, the fan base. Yeah. Are you excited to reconnect with the fans that were here? I assume that's what made your experience previously so special.
Absolutely. One of the greatest parts about playing here was the fan base and the excitement that I felt as a player on the pitch with the great fans that would show up, the community that would support us, just people who believed in us, and that was a really wonderful feeling as a player. So I'm excited to experience that as a coach.
You have a lot of time now to build this team. You'll be working with management to build a roster. What do you want this club to look like? What do you want the identity of Utah Royals to be?
When I think about myself as a player, I always leaned on humble and hardworking personalities. And I think that is going to be a very big part of what this club identifies with. We want to achieve excellence. We want to be an elite club. But first and foremost, that starts with a culture that is willing to put in the work and adaptable, I guess.
As you make this jump to be a head coach, that's a transition. That's a challenge you're undertaking. Who are the mentors you're going to lean on, you're going to reach out to help you in this process?
I feel very fortunate that I was coached under some wonderful head coaches along my playing career. I've already made a few phone calls for tips as I've entered into the coaching world, and I just feel like I'm really well supported right now. So thankful I can lean on, Vladko Andonovski, coach of our national team right now, several in the NWSL, some that have really great advice for me, and so I'm looking forward to taking in all that I can.
You won championships in this league. You know what it takes to win in this league. What does it take to win a championship in your mind?
I won 2 championships in the NWSL, and I look back and I reflect on that, and I think we didn't have the greatest roster, we didn't have the most talented players, but we were the team that played the best together. And I think unity in team sport is the ultimate chemistry piece, the one thing that separates good teams from great teams. So I'm looking forward to hopefully creating that kind of culture here.
How excited are you about the progress the league's making, where it is right now, the growth? Obviously, there's been ups and downs. It's been through a lot recently. How do you feel about the health of the league overall?
The league has been through ups and downs, you're correct. But it's trending upwards, and we have some of the very best players in the entire world that play in our backyard, in our communities. So I'm excited to bring them to life, to connect with the fans, and develop players to be the best versions of themselves.
Last question is kind of big picture for you. You've accomplished so much as a soccer player in this game. This game has given so much to you. What are you most proud of about what you've accomplished in this game over the years?
I don't know if this is right, but I'm hopeful that my best years are ahead of me. I did accomplish a lot as a player, and I thoroughly enjoyed my career. I thought it was wonderful. But someone the other day told me that you'll never be as good of a coach as you were a player, and you'll never win as many championships. And I think hearing that sparked a bit of that fire in me.
Yeah.
I'm very competitive, as I mentioned, so I plan to do that exactly, and that is to be the very best coach and to win championships for Utah Royals.
She's out to prove everybody wrong. She's going to be a better coach than she was a player, and you're one of the great players of all time in the United States. Amy, thanks so much. Congratulations. We can't wait to kick things off in 2024.
Thank you.